We're here in South Philadelphia at the Live on this Springboards 5. We're here for the official press conference. 8-bout card, sure to be fireworks. We're here today with Colby Madison. He'll be facing Joey Dawejko. We're also here with Najee Johns, who will be facing Muhammad Robinson, DeMarcus Layton, and we're waiting for Quadair Albright. Sure to be a great card, 8 bouts. Let's go over the bouts first. Main event, Joey Dawejko, USWBC Championship versus Colby Madison. The first one was fireworks. We're down here in South Philadelphia. It's sure to be another great event. Again, the first one was fireworks. People want to see it again, so they're going to do it again for the folks down here in South Philadelphia for a championship. Co-main, Quadair Albright. Quadair C4 Savage Albright versus DeMarcus Layton. And then we're going to have Brandon O'Callaghan and Dwayne Williams. And then we have Muhammad Robinson and Najee Johns, both undefeated fighters, putting their O's on the line in an explosive bout, sure to be fireworks as well. Then we have Jackie McTamney. She's making her professional debut versus Brittany Dukes. Tyler Zwijakorski versus Tevin Watson. Tyler, obviously he's a South Philadelphia favorite. Kennard Morrison from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania versus Vincent Floyd. That's a rematch that a lot of people wanted to see. Controversial decision in the first bout. So they're going to do it again out here in South Philadelphia. And then we have Ibrahim Robinson versus Eliza Almeida to cap off the bout. So we're going to first start, and we're going to start talking to Colby Madison. So Colby, here we are. A couple hours, couple days away from the main event, rematch with my guy here, the Tank, Dawejko. So let's talk about it. And how has your camp been going for this event?
Tell me.
Great. Yeah, no problem. No mix up.
So it was a great first time you guys did it out here in South Philly. You put on a great show. What changes in this second time out?
Yeah, tell him to come up. No, just come up.
Well, first thing gonna change. I got a different cut, man. Definitely was a struggle fighting with my nose bleeding the whole time. Couldn't really breathe. This just gonna be a different fight. Can't really talk too much about it, but definitely be a different Colby on Friday.
Anybody got some questions out there?
Yeah, this is Reginald with RWB Sports. Colby, I noted that the last fight, like I said, it was a bloodbath. And a lot of times you don't want to leave it up to the judges, but you came out on the lower end on the last fight in May 2nd. Do you plan on leaving it up to the judges again, or because the belt's on the line, because you are fighting for a belt, are you going in there to get rid of him early and take on the strap?
Well, that's always the plan. You don't get paid for overtime. So the plan is not to never leave it to the judges.
What do you feel like Joey did in the first fight that led to the outcome?
I think he's more relaxed, more comfortable in his setting, and I respect him for that. And Joey a good fighter. I ain't gonna take nothing from him.
Thank you. I know you don't want to give away too much of your game plan, but what can you do to disrupt Joey's rhythm and timing?
Stick to the basics.
Let's hear it. Come on, let's hear it.
To the basics. There's no definitely. I was focused last fight, but I'm actually focused now.
Was there any changes to your preparation heading into this fight?
Yes.
You gonna keep everything tight-lipped?
It's more relaxed, more sparring, different diet. Like, there's a lot of different things. So I can be ready for Friday.
You know, everybody's expecting, a continuation of May 2nd. Do you feel that you're in the right condition to be able to duplicate that or better that fight?
Definitely better than fight.
All right, if there's no more questions for Colby, we're going to bring Joey Dawejko to the stand. This is Joey Dawejko. 25-10 with 4 draws and 14 KOs, affectionately known as the Tank out here in South Philadelphia. There he is, Joey Dawejko. So let's talk about the fights, Joey.
What's the question?
Mike, give it a statement.
The question is, what's gonna be different from the first outcome? Obviously, you got the victory the first time. Are you going into this fight looking for a stoppage, or are you going in there just to see if you're just gonna go for the victory?
So the first fight, I hope Kobe thinks that he's getting the same Joe Dawejko from the first fight, because that's going to be completely different. And, the first fight, not that Kobe's a bad fighter or anything, it was easy, but I made it hard. I made it hard on myself, not being in the right condition. It's always been the case with me, whatever. I get a bad rap about that. It's cool, but this time I actually trained, and this time I'm ready to go.
Any other questions out there?
I remember doing a post interview with you after May 2nd, and that's one of the things you said is that, you actually beat yourself because you didn't condition for that fight. Going into this camp, did you condition better, or did you condition more because of what's on the line, or did you just condition better because you wanted to put on a better show for the fans?
Yeah, you know what? It's for me. I did it for me. Like I said, the last fight, I didn't take it as serious as I should have. I got by just off of basically my talent. I'm not taking nothing away from Kobe. He was a tough guy. I know he was a tough fighter, but this one's just different, like I said. And I'm in better condition. I lost a lot of weight. I'm ready to go. So Kobe is actually a stepping stone for me to get another big fight. You know what I mean? And I've been in a bunch of big fights already, so I know what it takes. I know what I need to do to get them big fights. So now this will be my 5th win in a row, and I'm ready to take on another big fight to get a good money fight.
Right. I saw that on your box rec that you had a tune-up fight, so to speak.
Yeah.
First round knockout, you did your thing.
Yeah.
We got a new Madison coming into the ring. Do you think that tune-up fight helped you prepare for this fight coming up, or do you think your natural skill and your natural ability is going to put you on top again?
No, that fight was, we don't even need to talk about that fight. That was a 4-day notice fight that they called me real quick just to do. So that wasn't even planned. Like, that just happened out of nowhere. But you saying that it's going to be a new Kobe, like, he could say everything that he wants to, and whatever, it is what it is. Like I said, I'm not taking nothing away from him, but it's going to be a different Joe Dawejko, and that's the outcome. Like, that's going to be the difference in the outcome from the first fight and to this fight. He could change all he wants, but nothing against you. The best Colby Madison could never beat the best Joe Dawejko. You know what I mean? And I appreciate you taking this fight again. And it is what it is. We'll be friends after the fight, but this is a whole nother ball game.
Well, you heard it just like I did. He said he's not going to leave it up to the judges this time. What do you think about that?
I know he can't leave it up to the judges, and that could go one or two ways for him. Either he gets DQ'd or he's getting knocked out. So he'll never knock me out ever. It could be we could fight 100 times. I'm going to beat him 100 times, you know what I mean? And like I said, no offense to you, it's just, you're just a different fighter, you know what I mean? And I respect you because you're a tough guy, but he could never beat me.
Joe, you spoke on this being a stepping stone. Do you feel like there's any pressure in you having to put on a big performance to make a big statement in this fight?
Pressure on me?
Yeah. You said you want the bigger
Not
fights.
necessarily, because if everybody knew about that, and if we really look at what happened, like, I was retired last year, so I'm doing this. Like, I started fighting again because I love the sport. Yes, the money too, but these fights, this isn't what I'm used to. I'm used to making more money and fighting on bigger cards and stuff. So me doing this back in my hometown and in front of my fans and family and friends and everything, that's why I'm doing this. So it's no pressure to me because my name is always in the mix. So I can always get an opportunity to fight overseas or take a call on short notice. So there's no pressure on me because I know who I am and I know what I bring to the table. So whatever happens, you know what I mean? I'm still going to be that fighter.
You said the best Colby Madison will never beat the best Joey Dawejko. What does the best Joey Dawejko look like?
Man, I have performed to the best of my abilities in the past. I'm still working towards that, but even the best Colby Madison could never beat a 75% Joey Dawejko.
What's your prediction for the fight?
Prediction? Look, I'm not gonna cause anything. I'm not gonna stir anything up. But like I said, this is a different fight from the first one. He lasted in there because I didn't have that extra oomph to give him. You know what I mean? All I needed in the last fight was 3 more seconds in each round, and I feel like I would have stopped him. But now I'm ready to go. I'm ready to I trained like this was a 10-round fight or a 12-round fight. You know what I mean? So I'm ready to go. So I have that extra in me to put out. So like I said, I hope he plans on fighting the same Joey Dawejko from the first fight because he's going to be in for a big shot.
All right, is there more questions for Joey?
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna finish this up with Kobe. You heard what Joey had to say. So, what is your reaction to what he had to say?
September 15th. That's all.
And one more time, Joey Dawejko, you heard what he had to say. Friday night.
He could say whatever he wants. It's not going to change the outcome of what's going to happen.
As for the USWBC Championship Friday night, it's Joey Dawejko versus Colby Madison. Next up, we have Quadir C4 Savage Albright and DeMarcus Layton. First up to the podium is DeMarcus Layton from Little Rock, Arkansas, with a record of 9-5-1 with 6 KOs. DeMarcus is a veteran out of Little Rock, Arkansas, fighting out of Fort Worth, Texas. What is your outcome and what is your take on this fight Friday night?
First of all, I'd like to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I'd like to thank King's Promotion for calling me out. I'd like to thank Quadir for taking the fight. My outcome, of course, I came to win. I came to train, I came to win. I feel like it's going to be a good fight. You know, we 2 fighters, we both tall, got range. I'm really excited about the fight, honestly. I'm excited to fight, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he's going to bring good skills, you know. He obviously got power, and I'm excited about the fight. I trained real hard for this, you know.
Any other questions for DeMarcus?
Yeah, coming out of Little Rock, Arkansas, you have a few great fighters that's come out of there. Where do you feel like you match up to those fighters like Jermaine Taylor, those guys that come out of Little Rock, you know, coming into this fight?
Obviously, I'm not going to compare myself to Jermaine Taylor. He was an undisputed champion, you know what I'm saying? So there's really no comparison right now. I'm working to get where he was, you know, with all respect to him. I don't train in Little Rock anymore. I train in Fort Worth, you know what I'm saying? But I learned some things from Jermaine Taylor because I trained with his coach when I was at Little Rock. But now I'm in Fort Worth, you know, and I'm working with the Fort Worth team, FHG, and, you know, we're coming to get the job done.
Well, I ain't got nothing but hats off to you training down there in Fort Worth because that's a whole nother sport. We won't talk about it. But come Friday night, what do you plan on bringing to the table to shut down Albright?
I mean, of course, I can't tell y'all what I plan to bring to the table, but like I said, I'm really expecting a good fight. You know, I think he's a good fighter. You know, I think he had fun in there. You know, I'm a good fighter. You know, I've been around for a long time. I've been fighting for a long time. I got a lot of experience, so I'm expecting a good fight for as long as it lasts. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he got power. I feel like I got power. I feel like he got range. I got range. You know, it's gonna be a good fight. You know, I plan to come out victorious.
Okay. DeMarcus, what are some of the difficulties facing not only a quality fighter but a big puncher coming to their hometown?
Man, I've been fighting people all the time the last 5, 6 fights. I've been fighting bigger fighters. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to him. When I say bigger fighters, I mean weight-wise. You know what I'm saying? I've been fighting real big fighters, and I don't even get nervous no more. Like, it's just all respect to Kadir, all respect to his team. I'm not nervous. I'm excited. I'm really just ready to go. You know.
As far as taking this fight, you know, a lot of guys really don't like to, I'm not gonna say challenge themselves, but take on guys that they know that could physically change the quality of their life. Why are you different?
Man, when I was 3-0, I fought 5-1. I've been like the dude I fought before this was like, hey, you know, when they knock out, I don't know, like I ain't scared. I've been boxing since I was 10 years old. Like that's the game we in. You're gonna hit and get hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you come in scared, you already lost. I ain't going nowhere scared. It's just respect to my opponent. You know, I'm sure you train hard. Protect yourself at all times. It's a fight. You know what I'm saying? If you scared to get hit, why you in here?
Let's go.
When you're analyzing a fighter, like when you're doing your preparation, do you look for strengths, weaknesses, or a combination of the two?
I just focus on being the best me I can be. You know what I'm saying? If I took a fight, then I feel like I can win it. So I just focus on honing my skills, staying focused in training camp, no matter what adversities came my way. I got some real good sparring in this camp. So I just focus on being the best version I could be. And, you know, I know he planned on being the best version he can be, and that should make for an explosive co-main event.
What's the outcome of this fight?
Win, of course. You think I'm gonna say lose?
No, I'm saying knockout decision. What? How do you see it?
Yeah, I mean, however it come, you know what I'm saying? I train for a win, I train for the rounds, I train for explosive power, I train for everything. So, you know, however it come, you know, I plan on winning, you know.
All right, we have more questions for Marcus. We're going to bring Quadir C4 Albright to the stand.
So Quadir is 8-1 with 8 KOs. Affectionately, I always talk to him about, you know, the crazy knockouts that he has. Always working hard. So obviously this is some people would consider this a step-up fight for you, Quadir. You're in here with a veteran, 9-5-1. Do you look at this as a step-up fight, or do you look at this just as another fight, another day at the office?
Another day in the office. You know, I've been in there with the best. I don't duck no work. I've been getting great sparring. This ain't nothing to me. You know, respect to him. He a real humble guy. You know, he says it's going to be a good fight. It's not going to be a good fight. I'm coming for a knockout.
But that was one of the questions I wanted to ask. You heard him say that, you know, he's not scared, all right? Everybody that got in there with you 8 other times said they wasn't scared as well and ended up on their back.
That's correct. You don't got to be scared to end up on your back pockets.
There you go. A great man said everybody has a plan till they get busted in the mouth, all right? Do you have a plan B just in case that happens? Because both of you are heavy hitters.
I'm playing for everything. You know, I had a great training camp, been training hard, months in the game. You know, I've been doing this basically all my life. I'm ready for anything. I'm a dog.
Quadir, you being the co-main event, is there any pressure for you to get the knockout? You know, you stop just about everybody that you've been in the ring with.
No, it's not really no pressure. You know, that's what I do. I'm going to let the knockout come. You know, it's another day in the office, no pressure.
Now, have you studied tape on DeMarcus?
Haven't really studied. I've seen a couple of his fights. He a solid fighter. He good, rangy, he got low power. He a decent fighter for sure.
Do you see anything in particular that you can capitalize on?
You'll see tomorrow. Well, Friday night.
If all goes well, September 15th, what's the outcome?
Knockout, brutal,
Highlight reel?
highlight reel.
Not looking past this fight, what's the future look like for Albright?
Real bright future. Future world champ, future Hall of Famer. Respect all that from me. It's just stepping stones to get my way there. Every fight I'm getting closer to that world title, so we're gonna keep going, keep putting on for the fans, just keep doing my thing.
You originally campaigned at 140 pounds, now you've moved up to 147. What's the biggest difference between C4 at 140 and C4 at 147?
The C4 at 147 making weight easy, comfortably. I don't gotta drain myself, I don't gotta train with saunas on. I can eat correct. It's just a different me, a better me at 147.
How dangerous is C4 at 147?
You ain't see the last fight?
All right, there's some more questions for Quadir. We're going to see them both on Friday night. Again, this is Quadir, 7C4 All Right.
Thanks, everybody.
All right, coming up to the podium next, we're gonna have Muhammad Robinson in the super lightweight bout against Eugene Johns. Muhammad Robinson is 6-0 with 2 KOs. Eugene Johns is 4-0 with 4 KOs. First to the podium is Muhammad Robinson, affectionately known as one of the Robinson boys. My question to you, Muhammad, is, this is your first fight against an undefeated fighter. Do you feel any pressure going into this fight, facing your first undefeated fighter?
No, I don't really feel any pressure facing my first undefeated fighter. I've been in this boxing for a long time, just the amateurs. I've been boxing since I was 8. I've always fought the best, so ain't no pressure.
As far as the preparation to this fight, was there any changes that you made when facing, supposedly like your first step up?
I definitely been working on sitting down my punches more. Y'all definitely want to see a more explosive Muhammad coming, this fight coming up. I've been training hard for this fight. Y'all definitely want to see a new me.
When you say sitting down on your punches, are you expecting a knockout?
Hey, I expect to go in there. Look, boxing is a hurting sport. It's a hurting sport. I'm always going to be looking for a stoppage.
As far as the stoppages go, right? A lot of times guys make mistakes. They come out and they go for the kill right away. Some guys maybe wait too long. What's your strategy going into this fight?
I ain't going to rush nothing. But y'all want to see what I want to do at 7:15.
Is there anything he brings to the table that can make this a difficult fight?
Say that again?
I said, is there anything he brings to the table that can make this a difficult fight?
If he come in here, on Friday, fight hard, fight his best, it's automatic going to make it a good fight. But compared to where I want to go, it's different.
How does his best rate against your best?
Hey, I feel like I'm way more experienced. Yeah, he got little knockouts, but that ain't gonna have no impact on me.
First off, I want to say happy birthday to you.
I appreciate that.
Heard you just had a birthday just not too long ago. Now, going into this fight, you're going against someone 4-0 with 4 knockouts. How much of a birthday present would this be if you go in and you'd be the first guy to not only take away his 0, but you stop him in the meantime?
That's gonna be a very good, it's my birthday, if I stop him, it's gonna be, a huge celebration. But, yeah.
Why this step up right now?
Because I'm really trying to test myself, I can't. Step up fights really allows me to show who you really are in this boxing thing, and to get to show, the best of me. So I feel like it's gonna be a good fight. Good step up fight, but I'm gonna try my best, come out on top.
Okay, as fans, what will we find out about you September 15th?
As fans, that I'm a very good top fighter. If y'all wanna see, I've been boxing since I was 8, like I said again, and if y'all wanna see me, just, go in there and do my thing, and I'm gonna go.
Well, talking to you earlier in the week, I heard that you had a few changes to your camp, to your team. How much of an influence is that going to be in your corner, knowing that you're getting training from a step up also in your training, in your camp?
That's definitely going to help me go up this fight because, I've been training with some good people that knows a lot of good things, and especially having them in my corner is going to, make this fight even more, easier for me to come out on top.
All right, there's no more questions for Muhammad. We're going to bring the Gene Johns to the podium.
The Gene Johns with a record 4 KOs. About to put your undefeated record on the line here. Obviously 4 KOs in all your fights. Are we expecting another explosive knockout by you on Friday night?
Hi everybody. First of all, I want to thank King Promotion for putting this card together. I want to thank God. And yes, y'all can expect that my God. This kid, he didn't ask for this like I did. He haven't seen nobody like me. He haven't fought nobody like me. I mean, he's 6-0. He got a good record. But the people he was supposed to knock out, he couldn't knock them out. So he damn sure not knocking either.
You're 4-0, 4 knockouts. Why haven't anybody been able to last all 4 rounds, all 6 rounds with you?
That's the Philly in me. You know, when you put that pressure on them, you know, you take them to the trenches, they don't know what to do with that. Some of these people, they just talented. You know, I'm more than just talented. You know, I know what it takes. I'm really dedicated. I'm in the gym every single day. Even when my coach and trainer tell me to take time off, I don't never want to take time off. I don't play boxing. I don't play around with the sport, you know. So when I'm fighting, you know, them guys, they can't take my power. They think because they a little bigger than me, you know, they got the experience, they think they got a hand over me. Well, in reality, once they get hit, you know, I ain't like it.
What's going to change when he gets his?
Honestly, you know, I'm looking past him. He's not gonna stop me from where I'm trying to go. I'm not like other fighters. I'm not about to sit here and say, oh, I'm not looking past him, or he got the experience. No, I'm looking past him because he's not gonna stop me from where I'm trying to go. And he gonna see. Him and his team, they've been talking for the last like 2 months on Instagram. You know, me and my team, we've been putting in the work in. I don't gotta go to no other gym. I don't gotta go to no other trainer for help. We're gonna put our work in, we're gonna get it out the mud. And he gonna feel me further.
Now, you said you're going to take him to the trenches, right?
Yes, sir.
During the course of the fight, what happens if you feel like he's comfortable in the trenches? What's your plan B?
Plan B? I don't think he's gonna be comfortable. Cause I seen his fights. He never fought nobody that really put pressure on him. He fight people, you know, that he'll throw a jab at, they'll get scared back up, ball up. I'm not doing none of that. Every time if I get touched, he gonna get hit 10 times harder. Every time he touch me, he gonna get hit 10 times harder. I'm really gonna bring it to him. They've been talking too much. So I hope they come and they bulletproof vest, because this Glock don't got no safety.
Now, you have a real serious undertone, right? Do you feel like this is going to be added motivation for him heading into the fight?
I hope he get all the motivation he can. His daddy can't save him when he ain't on the beat.
I know it's been a lot of back and forth on social media. He said, she said. Growing up back in the day, we used to have a saying, don't let your alligator mouth overload your hummingbird ass. Now, let me ask you this, all right? Going into this fight, we do a lot of talking. When do you feel like enough's enough and you just say, hey, shut up, put the gloves on, let's go at it?
You know, I've been doing that for the past 2 months. It's just been done. I finally said something. And that's when I made my promotion video and I told him I was gonna knock his ass out. And I mean
All right, there's no other questions. It's going down Friday night.
At this time, we're going to bring Marshall Kaufman, our CEO from King's Promotions, to the podium to talk about the card.
Thank you, James. Before I get to talk, I just want to introduce Dawejko Robinson. Come on up and say a few words.
Good, y'all. Like you said, my name's Dawejko Robinson, Green the Hitman Robinson. 21, 5-0, 5 KO. Friday night, y'all finna see why they call me the Hitman. And I'm finna put on a show for everybody that comes up. And I appreciate
You know, most high, I appreciate my team, I appreciate my mother, my father, my coach. I appreciate everybody, for putting me in this moment, believing y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna become a fan of the Ream, aka the Hitman Robinson on Friday.
All right, thank you. All right, Jimmy went over about the fights and who they are and the records. Look, every fight on this card from top to bottom is very exciting. And you can look at them and say, as Joey said, Colby on his best night can't beat him. Well, the last fight I saw, a different fight. It was a very good fight. And Joey says he wasn't in shape. We're going to see whether he's in shape now for Friday. So the excuses are gone. We have to fight, right? Same with Najim and Muhammad. So you got two undefeated guys. You asked them why take a step up now at this time? Why not? I asked you the question, why not? You know what I mean? Because if you want to be great, you have to test the waters, okay? Joey Dawejko tested the waters early. Leighton tested the waters early. They test the waters. Colby's tested the waters. You have to test those waters, okay? And if not, you have to see whether you're really made for this or not. If you're not made for this, go get a full-time job and do something else. You know, there's only so many people, there's a handful of people that make it to the top. And the only way you're gonna find out until you start testing yourself, you know? And so, my hat's off to these guys for taking those fights. Look, Valdir was undefeated at one time, and he fought an undefeated fighter as well. He took that test, but he learned from that, am I right? And he's gotten better from that. So, you have to take that test in your career. And my hat's off to Najim and Muhammad for taking that test, you know what I mean? And so, I think it's gonna be a great fight. The whole card's gonna be great. I'm looking forward to just a night of fireworks, you know what I mean? And every fight from top to bottom is going to be wonderful and exciting, and there's going to be a green belt on the line. But the belt's so green. WBC U.S. Championship between Colby and Joey Dawejko. It's going to be a great night of fights, and like I said, every fight on the card from top to bottom is going to be exciting. So don't miss it. Come on out, get your tickets, and I'll give it back to Jimmy to close up. Thank you very much. I want to thank Live Casino as well.
All right, y'all, it's Ring Wars 5, South Philadelphia, Saturday night. Make sure you're going out.
Friday night.
Friday night. Thank you, Mark. Friday night, September 15th, come on out, Live Casino. If you haven't got your tickets, tickets are still on sale. Only a few tickets left. It's sure to be a sold-out event here at the Live Casino. Also being streamed live on bxngtv.com with the legendary Mark Abrams on commentary. Come on out. Top to bottom, sure to be an extremely exciting event. Hats off to all the guys up here on the podium. We'll see you Friday night right here at the Live Casino.
We're going to do a group